From a New York City performance in 1958, led by Alvin Ailey and a group of young African-American modern dancers, the company has gone on to perform to 25 million people. Now they're here with artistic director Robert Battle.
Robert, it's taken you 17 years to come back to South Africa. Why has it taken the company this long?
Well, we've been trying to get back for 17 years. I mean, it's so wonderful for us to be here, to not only perform for South Africans, but to go into the communities, the outreach that we do. While we're on this visit in Joburg and Cape Town, we're going to reach over 3,000 young people. So we step off the stage and into the communities. But South Africa is a real heart and soul place for the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater.
The company's been around for more than 5 decades. What do you think has given it its longevity?
I think it was Alvin Ailey. He was such a visionary, you know, that he made this company not only to be a dance company, but a repertory company. It was one of the first modern dance repertory companies. And that is important. And it's an important distinction because he not only wanted it to be his choreography, but he wanted to bring in other choreographers. And so because of that, we were at once past, present, and future. So when you come to see an Ailey performance, like everyone will come and see an Ailey performance here in South Africa, 15-hour flight, we expect to see you. But you see works by younger choreographers, you see works that were created in 1960 or even before. I mean, you really get the gamut of it, and I think that's why it remains so vital.
Since I have you here, I have to ask, is it a prerequisite that all the men are tall, very sexy, six-packs, cappuccino looking, and really just eye candy for the ladies?
You know, I think that the amount of dancing that they do and the kind of repertory we do, it just happens to be that way, you know? It's definitely not something I go and say and cross off all of those things. I mean, I look at their talent, but they just happen to be gorgeous people. And I think dance makes them that way. So I think everybody should dance more.
For an idea of their significance, 8 years ago, the U.S. Congress designated the company itself as a vital American cultural ambassador to the world. Dancer YANNICK LEBRUN has a reputation to uphold.
You started off with Ailey too, and now you're in the first company. It must be such an honor to be part of such a legacy of a brand, I guess.
Of course, especially for a young boy coming from, I'm originally from French Guiana.
Yeah.
I grew up in French Guiana and started dancing there. I came to New York in 2004 to study dance and to get stronger, because my goal was to join the first company, and it's definitely a dream come true.
As an artist, how does it feel to be able to move people emotionally like you do?
It's a great feeling, you know, when you see them afterwards and they talk about how moved they were. You know, it's beautiful to see how lifted they are when they leave the theater.
The company's earliest work drew on a vibrant mix of ballet, modern dance, jazz and African dance, blues, spiritual and gospel music. Dancers like Rachel McLaren and Bernard Gilmore keep this heritage alive.
I feel like I'm meeting like the Whitney Houstons of like dance, you know what I mean? As dancers, it's important to have a connection. What's your dynamic like between the two of you?
I think the back and forth, trying to figure out who we are and how we move in space is always a challenge, but also a welcoming challenge.
Yeah, we've developed this really beautiful connection, this kind of teacher-student, but co-worker, partner connection where we've really gotten to know each other. It's intimate. There's fights, but he never drops me because he is an excellent partner. But you learn about each other. It's very intimate and it's very personal.
Yeah.
And I love partnering with Bernard.
Yeah, I think we constantly keep trying to grow with each other and constantly keep talking. It's all about communication. And so I think for us, it's become a lot easier. We kind of know the way we like to move, and so it makes it a little bit easier for us.
Husband and wife team Glenn Allen and Linda Celeste Sims star in a brilliant kaleidoscope of work by a famous Dutch choreographer to the music of Polish composer Henryk Górecki.
You're performing Polish pieces. Does the title reflect the underlying message?
Well, I think that this piece is quite amazing. It has, not only is it really colorful costumes, it was choreographed by Hans van Manen, and the music, the score is just so perfect. It's so choreographed to the music, and we definitely enjoy doing it. There's 2 duets that we do. The first duet is a sort of a sensual duet, and then there's a last duet that has a little bit more contrast between the man and the woman. Right. But in between, we have a lot of core dancers where we also join them as well.
What's interesting about whenever you see Hans's choreography, it's always married to the music. So, and his choreography is just so simple that you can just sit back as an audience member and just enjoy not only the dance, but also the music too. And I think that's what makes contemporary choreography and contemporary ballet, when choreographers take the music and they actually choreograph to the music. So we always hear the thing as dancers, you know, allow the music to move you, dance to the music. So it's something that it's so classical that you can actually see the music in the dancers.
After their impressive run in Joburg, the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theatre are performing in Cape Town until Sunday, the 20th of September.